Hi, this is Carol, Treasure Hunter Tokyo, coming to you with another video. And this is the video that I think a lot of people are really looking forward to. And it's how I go through booking and doing the routing of your around the world trip. Okay, so I am booking it through Japan Airlines because I'm a member. Someone asked me, what would it look like if you were booking it through British Airways? Now, I'm not a member, so I have no idea. I can't really try. But if you do it, please let me know whether it's any different. Please let me know whether the uh, fees are different. I think that could be something that could be a difference, or the booking conditions may be different. I'm really curious to know. But for now, we will just press, okay, here, the Japan Mileage Bank Partner Airline Award ticket. So that's what we're looking for. We're going to click here. We're making a new booking, so we're going to press Book Ticket, okay? And then the next that we press is the Oneworld Award tickets, and we're going to, okay, then we're going to start. It's already filled in here for me, and the first, and I've made the same flights and connections as the one that I really booked, okay? So it's Tokyo to Doha, Doha to Madrid, Madrid to New York, and here, and then from Vancouver to Tokyo. Now, I don't know whether everyone knows this, but it's called a surface sector when you are arriving in one city and departing from a different city. So your flights are not, are kind of disjointed, it's disconnected. Okay, and I'm going to have to find my own way from New York to Vancouver. And if people are curious, what I'm going to do is book a economy ticket using my, there's a Canadian shopping plan called Air Miles, but I have Air Miles for a one-way economy class ticket. And I'll probably choose United or Air Canada because I'm Star Alliance Gold, and I'll be able to get, you know, a lot of the services like priority checking, check-in lounge service, and a lot of goodies. And so, yeah, I'll be sticking with a Star Alliance airline. But yeah, so it looks very similar, and I'm booked, and I'm gonna look for business class tickets. And so let's press search. Okay, so now we've looked at this, and this is very important to be aware of when you see this caution mark or this exclamation mark. Is when it says please check, it means that there are no seats available in business and you must take a seat in economy, and they're still going to charge you business miles. Okay, so this is completely unacceptable. Okay, and if you were if you didn't have flexibility with dates, okay, let's scroll down to see whether there would be anything acceptable. And the first flight we see is through Bangkok. Okay, so you will still be in business class throughout, and you've got JAL, you've got the Sky Suite 777, and you've got Qatar. Okay, you've got Qatar Airways, and so that's would be an acceptable option for me. And look at some of the other weird connections, right? And this really makes people not want to do around the world. If you have to fly into Heathrow, and look at this, and this is economy, but even if you had business, you would have to check out and get yourself to Gatwick. Okay, ridiculous, right? I hate uh, transit airport tickets. But yeah, see, this one is economy class, and we don't want that. This one would be okay through Kuala Lumpur. Okay, yeah. So basically, you're looking for decent connections, and some of them, it's weird. You would have to fly Tokyo to Helsinki, and then Helsinki to Doha. That's 7 extra hours of flying. I don't know. Oh, and in economy as well, so that's unacceptable. This one is okay though. This one is you're going to be flying at the Sky Suite 787 on JAL, so it's decent, but I don't know. It's a long flight, so it's not going to work. If you're looking for Q Suite, it's not going to work if you're looking for a direct flight. So let's randomly move down. Okay, remember this is just like a little over 11 months out, and already we're not seeing good flights. Let's change it to dates that are closer to that are even later on. Okay, let's see whether the flight selections get better. Okay, so this is important. Okay, da-ta-da. Okay, so now, okay, we have 2 direct flights, okay, to Doha, both on business, and the one departing Narita is a 77W, and that is not Q Suite. And the other thing is Narita Airport is further away, so that's not the one that we're going to want to choose. The time to is like getting in at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock. I would prefer 5 o'clock. So the one that they picked out for me is excellent. I'll be departing Haneda and arriving at 5:40 in Doha, and it's supposed to be a Q Suite. We'll see, but this is exactly the flight that I'm actually booked on. Okay, so if we're happy with that flight, we press next flight and we see what we get. So here, okay, so the first flight, okay, it's one of these, yeah, there's only economy available, and that was the 789, which is actually the flight that, this is actually a flight that I booked myself on, but there is a direct flight, which, I'm good. I'm good, even if I'm going to be on the 77W, which is probably a lesser product, but that's okay. It's a direct flight, and I'm good with it. Okay, so when I booked it, I had a better airplane, but that's okay. We're not complaining as long as we get the direct flights on a good airline. And here, okay, these ones are completely fine. I guess the Iberia Madrid New York route isn't super popular, I'm going to take the later flight. Okay, so I don't have to hurry to the airport, which again is the flight that I'm actually booked on a different day. So yeah, there's you know, sometimes you're going to get something like this. You're going to get a two stopover. You're going to have to fly from Madrid to Barcelona, and then Barcelona to Heathrow, and then Heathrow to JFK. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, there are a lot of unpleasant routing. And so the later you're booking your flight, the more susceptible you are to, you know, crappy connections. Now, some people asked whether it's possible to have to book 4 people in business class, and so sometimes with the not so popular connecting flights, you will find 4 seats available. Most of them are 2. Okay, so but we're booked on a direct flight to JFK, so we're good with that. And then, interesting. Okay, so there's no direct flights. Okay, so they're rerouting us. Okay, and what's awful is economy, economy, economy. Okay, unacceptable. So that's a date that we are going to have to change. Okay, 30th is not going to work. Let's see whether 29th would be better. Oh, okay. And then take you to the very beginning, unfortunately. Okay. So I've got Doha. Okay, and we've got Madrid. Okay, and this is where it gets tedious, right? Because even if we're booking the last sector, we've got to do this from the very beginning. Okay, and then we've got a direct flight to JFK. Okay. And then we're still not getting that. Oh, okay, so what I'm gonna have to do then is to go for the last date possibly booked, like the 9th. Okay, and maybe no one has booked that yet. And then, okay, we got to start from the very beginning again, right? We've got to start from Doha. Yes, okay. Okay, and these should be okay because technically they were okay, and hypothetically, if someone booked it while we're fiddling around with this, we'd be kind of stuck. But I think we should be good. Okay. Okay, and we're booking this one. Please give me a direct flight. Oh, there we go. Okay, this is the flight that we're looking for. See, with these flights, sometimes, yeah, like even 1 or 2 weeks out, yeah, you don't have the direct flights anymore on popular routes. Okay, so we want to actually book them as soon as possible. I know I'm going to change the date of my last sector, my this Vancouver to Tokyo, and as on the day that the booking is available, you can bet that's when I'm going to be changing my flight. So here we go. Yeah, this is exactly the same as mine. It's 120 miles with $518 in fees. Okay, and yeah, just a couple of things I want to show you. That cancellation is it's like around $30, okay, which is not bad at all. The reservation changes are only changes for the flight date and flight number. So routing is not allowed. So for example, if I'm booked on a direct Vancouver to Tokyo flight, I can't change that to one that has a stopover because the routing has changed. So I'm going to have to keep looking for dates that with the same routing. Okay, so that could get tricky. But yeah, so that's how you, and here I want to show that what people, family pooling, okay. Yeah, usually that's all we have left. We don't have a lot of points left after I used it all up. Okay, so typically the family pool is going to have a lot more points than an individual account. Okay, and yeah, usually with the family pool, they'll use the points that are the soonest to expire. Okay, so if I press any further, I'm going to have to book the ticket, which I'm not. So here you go, walking through how to book a round the world trip using the Japan Airlines sign-in platform for Oneworld Alliance. Okay, I'm going to end the video now.